Today's recipe is with Maria. We're going to be making chiffon cake.
Buongiorno.
Maria, what are you going to be making for us today? Cosa ci prepari?
The chiffon cake.
Okay. And your English is, she speaks English very well, so she's going to go ahead and tell us all the ingredients. Allora, cosa useremo?
6 eggs,
6 eggs,
sugar,
flour,
Panedegliangeli,
which is a baking powder. Now, don't worry, all the measurements are going to be exact. Maria is a chef here in Sorrento. She really knows what she's doing.
cream of tartar,
Yes, cream of tartar, just a little bit.
un lievito,
Yes. And then we have
acqua,
water,
olio di semi,
vegetable oil,
sale,
salt, a pinch of salt,
vaniglia
vanilla bean, or you could use vanilla extract, a teaspoon.
o arancia o buccia di limone.
Ok, taglia. Maria, l'hai portati dal tuo giardino?
Sì, direttamente dal mio giardino in Sorrento.
Beautiful. So she picked them. You could use the orange or the lemon, whatever you have fresh, that's what you're gonna use. And whatever you like more. Let's get started with the recipe. Let's go ahead. Maria's going to separate i tuorli dagli albumi, the yolk to the egg whites. Make sure that you do not break your yolk, otherwise your egg whites will not whip. Maria, quante uova usiamo?
6.
6 eggs, and they look like pretty much large. They look like 6 large eggs.
A neve ben ferma e aggiungere il creme of tartar. Deve essere sodo.
Okay, so we're gonna whip the egg whites to stiff peaks with the cream of tartar. So while that's going on, she's going to prepare the yolks with the sugar. She's whisking the sugar with the egg yolks, and now I wish that one day we would be able to smell the aromas through TV. It just smells incredible, really incredible.
Che profumo. Biologico.
Profumo di Sorrento, veramente.
Di vaniglia una metà e lo aggiungi alle uova.
She only used half a vanilla bean. She's scraping the inside and adding it to the egg.
Salt,
Salt in, perfect.
sugar, 2 grammi, no?
Just a pinch of salt. This is exactly what our mamas and nonne used to do. Vero, Maria? Grandmother facevano così, vero? Boom, 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 boom. Definitely no KitchenAid back in those times.
Sempre girando leggermente
Yes,
l'olio.
then we're gonna do this together. So I'll whisk and gently you add the oil. Of course, this could also be done with the electric handheld mixer.
L'acqua leggermente.
Okay, we're gonna start adding the water. Slowly. Go ahead, let it get absorbed and then you continue on.
Stracciamo il lievito con la farina.
Okay, I always like to sift the baking powder because sometimes it could have the little balls and then they don't dissolve in the flour in the wet mixture. So definitely this is the best way. She's mixing everything together, and I'm so surprised, even by hand, it looks so light and fluffy.
E non ci mandate.
But egg whites are whipping, and then we're gonna add the cream of tartar.
A neve ferma gli albumi con il creme of tartar. Deve essere bello sodo.
Look at that, so stiff. So that gives it the stability to the cake and the airiness of this beautiful cake.
Questo passaggio è importante.
This passage is very important because you don't want to deflate the eggs.
Questo è molto importante. Girare lentamente dal basso verso l'alto.
Maria's technique is to stir bottom to top in a circular motion without deflating the eggs. This is the success of a chiffon cake. Maria's been doing, this is about 3 minutes, we shot the video off, but she's doing it ever so gently. Lento lento, Maria, sono 3
Sì.
minuti che stai girando lentamente.
Sì.
How wonderful that is. So light and fluffy. Okay. Maria was also telling me a little tip. If the yolk is not very yellow, because you want it to be a beautiful pale yellow color, you could also add in a little drop of saffron. You could melt it in you could let it release its color in the water. Ho suggerito lo zafferano nell'acqua, così rilascia il colore e lo rende ancora più giallo,
Se
più
c'è
bello.
gel.
Oh, c'è il gel, there's also saffron gel. Noi non credo che l'abbiamo lo gel zafferano. This is the classic chiffon cake
Yes.
pan, ok?
Non deve essere né imburrato né infarinato.
No butter, no flour, no grease, nothing. This is specifically for the chiffon cake, right, Maria?
Yeah.
Maria, ora lo mettiamo gently. I'm gonna move out of the way because you see, she went in a circular motion because you cannot deflate it. Look at that. Maria è un'artista veramente bravissima. Smoothing the top. Oven is on 325, 160 Celsius for about 1 hour. Middle rack, al centro del forno o al basso?
Nella parte bassa del forno.
In the lower part of the oven.
Ora l'abbiamo
for about-
sfornata.
Okay, now let's take a look. 1 hour in, the color is beautiful. It's time for espresso. Andiamo. Once you flip it, you leave it like this till it drops by itself. Don't touch it and just let it go. Giusto Maria? Si capovolge, si lascia finché cade da sola. Ok. It's time to reveal the cake. Ecco qui, perfetto.
Spolveriamo con lo zucchero a velo.
Look at the wind blowing the powdered sugar. Una lotta contro il vento oggi.
Ma prima l'ultimo tagliamo, no?
Allora, it's the best part of the video, we get to taste it. Maria, ora lo assaggiamo, vero?
Sì.
Look at soft. Maria, prima un pezzo a me o a te?
A te.
A me, guarda qua, guardate qua. I want to show you, look at this. Look at the sponginess of this cake. Guardate un po'.
Morbidissimo.
Aspetta.
Se lo volevo voluto 24.
It's like a cloud. Che profumo. Maria è proprio buona, buona, buona. Che ne pensi?
Buono.
Buona.
A colazione, a pranzo, a merenda, a cena, sempre chiffon cake, American cake, in Italian.
Not sure if I mentioned before, but Maria was suggesting instead of water, you could squeeze the orange and add the juice. If you're using lemon, you could only use the zest. But anyway, it just came out delicious. Aspetta, no, bye.
No, bye. Grazie di averci seguito, al prossimo dolce dall'America in Italia o dall'Italia in America.
Thank you for watching. Alla prossima, arrivederci. Ciao ciao. Grazie Maria. Love you, my darling cousin.